What's up, everyone? Happy 4th of July. I hope you all are having an incredible day so far. And if you're watching this after 4th of July, I hope you had a great 4th. But today I'm going to be discussing some 4th of July movies, some recommendations, some movies that I've never seen that I'd like to watch. So stay tuned and I'll get into it right after this. Alrighty, so like I said, I'm going to be diving into some 4th of July movies that you probably all have heard of by now, but these are movies that I would recommend watching on 4th of July, movies that I like to check out on 4th of July if I get the chance to, and maybe some movies that I haven't seen that I would like to watch in the future. So let's go ahead and dive into it. The very first one I'm going to pull out is something I'm going to watch tonight. It is something I watch without fail every single 4th of July. I love this movie. It is the 4K of I Know What You Did Last Summer, and the sequel, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, is getting a 4K very soon, and I cannot wait. I'll be double dipping on those next year. But this one, I Know What You Did Last Summer, is a blast. I love Jennifer Love Hewitt. I love Sarah Michelle Gellar. You got Freddie Prinze Jr., Ryan Phillippe. It's a ton of fun. It's a staple of my childhood. It's just a blast. It's a blast to watch. It takes place on 4th of July weekend. It's a must-watch every year, 4th of July. If you haven't seen this movie by any chance, I would highly recommend checking this out on 4th of July. If you're watching this, go ahead and put this in your player and check this movie out. It's a blast. I'm really excited to check this one out tonight because I haven't seen the 4K transfer yet, and I've heard great things about it, so I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. So this will be something that goes on tonight after I am finished up with work. That's the first one. The second one I'm going to watch tonight is going to be Uncle Sam. Now, this is the lenticular 4K slipcover from Blue Underground. I watched this last year for the first time on 4th of July, and I enjoyed it. It starts a little bit slow, so you just got to kind of stick with it, but it's a fun watch, and when they get to the festival, the parade, it is a blast. There is some crazy scenes in that scene in particular. It's a lot of fun. It's something that I would recommend checking out. Once again, it's not the greatest horror movie in the world, but it's a fun watch for 4th of July. Definitely check this one out, and it's worth the 4K buy if you could find it pretty cheap. I mean, especially with this lenticular slipcover, which looks amazing. The 4K transfer is really good. Blue Underground does great work with that, so this is something I would highly recommend checking out on 4th of July if you enjoy horror movies. 4th of July is always good for a lot of good horror movies. Next one up is going to be the original Independence Day. Now, this is another one that I watched actually last year for the first time. So I missed the train. I missed the boat on this one. It had been a very long time since I had never watched it, basically. So I was happy to watch it last year for the first time. It's fun. Honestly, it's not my favorite Roland movie. He's the one who directed it, but I enjoyed it. Just not my favorite movie in the world. I probably waited too long to see it, but it's fun, and it's a must-watch every Independence Day, every 4th of July. I will not be watching this one today because I just don't have the time to be watching 3 movies, and I already have my 2 movies I'm going to watch today. But this is a fun one. Most people watch it on 4th of July. It's standard. This isn't something that's going to come as a surprise to anybody, but it's something that I just kind of wanted to discuss. So this is something that if you haven't already seen it, I would check it out. But once again, I'd love to hear your thoughts on these movies, what you watch, things like that. Another one that a lot of people tend to watch on 4th of July, it's not something I watch on 4th of July. I usually wait until Shark Week, and that is going to be Jaws. And most people watch this on 4th of July. It's like a must-watch for a lot of people. I love Jaws. Everyone talks about this movie all the time. But it's something that I watch during Shark Week. I try to watch it every single year, so about once a year. And this year, they've got Jaws 2 coming out as well on 4K, which actually comes out today as I'm talking about these movies. So Jaws is a blast. What else can I say about it? It's just a ton of fun. Everyone loves Jaws. It's usually everyone's favorite shark movie. It's one of the greatest movies ever made, if you ask most people. It's something that's a blast to watch during the start of summer or 4th of July or during Shark Week. So this is something that I would recommend checking out on 4th of July or right around 4th of July. So that is Jaws there, and beautiful steelbook there. All right, the next one is going to be Captain America, the First Avenger. Now, this is a very patriotic movie. You've got Captain America becoming Captain America in this one. I would definitely recommend checking this out. It's a lot of fun. If you haven't already seen it, I mean, you probably have. If you're watching this channel, you've probably seen this. You've probably seen all the Marvel movies by now. But I think I've only seen this once. I don't watch it around 4th of July personally, but it's another one that you easily can throw in the player on 4th of July. Chris Evans is great. I'm really a big fan of him. The Marvel movies are a lot of fun. This is one of the better ones, I would say. Captain America is probably the best franchise, the best trilogy in the Marvel universe, in my personal opinion. But this is something that I would definitely check out on 4th of July if you haven't already seen it. Or if you have and you're just looking for something to watch, maybe pop this one in. All right, next up after that is going to be a war movie. We've got The Patriot here. Now, I'm missing the slipcover for this. It's a very expensive slipcover. I'd love to find one day. But The Patriot, I love The Patriot. I think this is a classic. I think it's a very good war movie. Some people may disagree, but I think this is a great watch on 4th of July in particular if you haven't already seen it. I haven't seen this in ages. It's definitely something that is in need of a rewatch. So maybe next year on 4th of July or sometime soon, hopefully I get around to watching this again. Like I said, it's been a while. I saw this in theaters with my dad, I remember, and I think my mom and maybe sisters. But I love this movie personally. It's pretty sad. There's a couple scenes in particular. But you got Heath Ledger, Mel Gibson. It's really a great cast overall. You got some really young actors in this one as well. But big fan of this movie. I would definitely recommend checking it out. It's actually the same exact director as Independence Day. So I prefer this over Independence Day, but maybe because of the times I saw the movies. So I would check out The Patriot on 4th of July. If you haven't already seen this, definitely check this movie out. If you like war movies, I would highly recommend checking this out at some point. All right, the next one I'm going to talk about, I don't own actually, but I have seen it. It's going to be The Sandlot. In The Sandlot, it takes place, they play the game on 4th of July, if I remember correctly. And I just think Sandlot is a great summer movie. It's a classic baseball movie, kids baseball movie. It's a lot of fun. It's just a blast. It's a good time, and it's a baseball movie, and baseball goes great with summer. So I would check out The Sandlot. It's classic. It's iconic. It's a blast. Every kid, every adult, I feel like everyone loves The Sandlot. It's just a great movie, a great time. So check out The Sandlot on 4th of July if you haven't already seen it, or if you're looking for something to watch, The Sandlot could be a good option. All right, the next two I'm going to pull, I do own a copy of, but I haven't seen them. So these are something that I would like to eventually check out. I know this would probably come as a recommendation from probably Tim Talks Talkies, I would assume. We've got Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. I guess this is a very good movie to watch on 4th of July. It's very patriotic, very American. And so Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, I got the digibook here. And it's a beautiful digibook. And like I said, I've never seen this. It came out in 1939, I believe. If you've seen this one, let me know what you think. But from my understanding, this seems like a good movie to check out on 4th of July. So it's definitely something that I would like to get around to watching, hopefully next year on 4th of July, potentially, or very soon here. But it's a classic. I've heard great things about it. I believe it won or was nominated for a lot of Academy Awards as well. So if you haven't already checked this out, definitely do so if you're interested in classics in particular. And if you have seen it, let me know what you think. Should I check this one out soon? Are you a fan of Mr. Smith Goes to Washington? Let me know. And then the last one I'm going to talk about is going to be another one that I really, really need to see. I can't believe I personally haven't seen it yet, but it's got a great cast as well. You got Denzel Washington, Morgan Freeman, Matthew Broderick is in this. You have got Glory. Now, I have heard great things about this movie. I've heard it's a great summer movie. Good movie to watch on 4th of July. You could watch it on other holidays as well, but Glory is something that I definitely need to get around to checking out. I have been wanting to. I believe Denzel Washington won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor in this. I think 1989, if I'm not mistaken. But definitely check this one out on 4th of July if you're a fan of war movies as well. You could watch this or The Patriot, even Saving Private Ryan's an option. But Glory is something that I would love to check out. Hopefully next year on 4th of July, I put this one aside and I absolutely watched it. I think this is going to be something that I definitely watch next year on 4th of July or on another holiday later on this year. But if you've seen Glory, let me know what you think. I'm definitely looking forward to checking this out at some point. I am very happy to have the slipcover. I bought this when it first came out and I still haven't watched it yet. So those are all of my 4th of July movies that I would recommend checking out. Hopefully things that I'm looking forward to seeing, the ones that I haven't seen, movies that I like to check out around 4th of July or on 4th of July in particular. So let me know what you watch on 4th of July. What are your go-tos? Do you always watch a movie? Are you going to check out some of these recommendations here? Which ones would you recommend I check out that I haven't seen? Another one that I really want to see that I haven't seen is Born on 4th of July with Tom Cruise. I'm really looking to get that and then watch it eventually. I still can't believe I haven't seen that, but let me know if you've seen that one as well. And that is all for today. I hope everyone enjoys their 4th of July. Go enjoy some fireworks. Be safe if you're shooting off and lighting off fireworks. But let me know in the comment section how your 4th of July was, what you watched, things like that. And I'll see everyone in the next one. Have a great day.